I got this crew for free, and not only this, but there are several other crew sets that I always get for free, and in this video I will show you how to get it, and I will also provide information on how to move the crew to another tank, so watch it until finished so that you understand and can also get it. Hey guys, as a free player of course we can only train the crew starting from 50% or 75% if using credits. And that's not good because we will get a penalty. This is an example, where previously the accuracy or dispersion at 100 meters was 0.38. That is if the training level is 100%. If we start from 50%, then this is what will happen. Now the value is 0.5, which is almost close to artillery accuracy. And not only accuracy, but it also affects many other factors such as gun loading, view range, and others. So for new players and free players to avoid too many penalties, I recommend always starting from 75% crew. And according to the title of the video, I will give you a trick on how to get several sets of crew for free, and some only need to use a little credit, and you can get a set of crew with 100% training level, and even have skills. All of this is related to events and tank rental. There are many events that provide tank rental, and the first event is Onslaught. This is a free rental tank from the previous Onslaught event. And as you can see, even though the tank can no longer be played because the event has ended, the crew can still be used and transferred to another tank. And this is a rental tank from the Frontline event, although it's not free and I have to spend credit, but it's still worth it. On this account, which is the second account, I only played it a few times. And on my first account I didn't even play it at all. You can see the skill is still at 0% and the event has ended. At that time I spent 125,000 credits for each vehicle, and I think it was very worth it. Because as we know, for one crew with a training level of 75% we need to spend 20,000 credits, and if there are 5 crews that means 100,000 credits, for a set of crew whose training level is still 75%, and we still get penalties due to training crew less than 100%. So isn't it worth it? Next, there is also a way to transfer crew. We can't immediately move crew if we don't have time to play it, and the crew's skill is still at 0%. And this is what happens if we move it. Just as usual, every time we move the crew to another tank except a premium tank, there will be a penalty due to unsuitable specialization. And if we retrain, then we only get 80% for free, and 90% with 20,000 credits. Even though it is better than a normal recruited crew, we will still get a penalty because it is less than 100%. If it's from a free rental tank, then you can do it if you really have to, but there are other ways before transferring it, and the way is to increase the crew's skills first. To improve the crew's skills, we can play it while the event is still going on, or if the event has ended, another way is quick training. We can use training booklet, training guide, or universal manual, all of which we can get for free from various events, and I hope you keep some and don't use them all immediately after getting them. It is not recommended to use free experience because there are much more important things we can do using free experience. And it is also not recommended to use manual personal training, because it is only for one crew, and I have other tricks for using this and I will discuss them in another video. The next thing that is quite important is the training percentage, the higher the better. And if you want the next step to be free without spending credit, then it would be best if the crew's training level is at least at or close to 80%. If the percentage is only around 70% like this, then you have to spend another 20 to 40,000 credits so that the crew's training level reaches 100%. Next, there are 2 stages that must be carried out, namely retrain and reset, and you are free to do whichever one first if the crew percentage reaches 80%, but it is best to retrain first if there is any doubt. Because later when we reset our crew's skills, we still have another option, namely using a retraining order. And you can use it if you have to, but it's not recommended because it would be better to use it for a crew that already has a lot of skills and at least 2 or 3. So now my commander has a training level of 101% with a skill of 17%. Before retraining and resetting, the training level was only 77% and the skill level was 67%, and it cost 40,000 credits. But for a driver with a training level of 86% and a skill of 70%, I only need to spend 20,000 credits, for almost the same end result. Actually, the final result will not always be the same because it depends on several factors such as the type and tier of the initial vehicle before transfer, and it is a little complicated to explain everything. So if you want to transfer the crew, then there are two important points that I can give. The first and most important is to move the crew to a tank of the same type. Secondly, if you want it to be free without spending credit, make sure your crew's skills reach 80%. After completing the reset, if all crew members have a training level of 100%, you can do quick training if you want, or you can increase it slowly through battle. And now you can play your vehicle with a crew that already has skills and, more importantly, without penalties that reduce your performance. And this is free without using gold, which must be purchased with money. I hope this video is useful. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.